Hello and welcome back, everyone. This is the final part of our tour to the Antique sign in the mountains. We just left the Sari Sari store where we ended up in the last video, and we are on the final stretch back home to the Savannah Subdivision. Someone asked me about what kind of visa I have to be able to stay here in the Philippines. I have the SRRV, Special Resident Retiree Visa, that is issued by the Philippine Retirement Agency, the PRA. You can find all the details on the webpage about the perks you get by having this visa, and of course also what you need to provide and to do to be able to get this visa. In short, you need to deposit a certain amount of USD in a bank account that is supposed to stay there as long as you have the visa. If you want to cancel the visa, you get your deposit back. That amount differs because if your age and if you are, for example, a retired military. You can also use the deposit as part of a payment for a condo and such, but then there is certain terms to be fulfilled. And of course there is the regular tourist visa. Most people can get a tourist visa on arrival that you later can extend up to 3 years. Then you have to leave the country and come back to start the next 3-year period. This is one of the easiest way to be able to stay here a longer term. If you have any further questions, you can leave them in the comment field and I will answer you. Or if you want to do it in private, you can email me. You find the email address on my channel's homepage. There is of course all kind of different visas here if you're married to a citizen here and so on, but that is easier for you to find out on the government web pages. I don't have enough information about that to have a good information to give you here. So we're back in Guimbal. It is a very nice little town. They have a uniform look when you drive through all of the town, as we saw when we drove the other way. This is another town we didn't explore that much, so perhaps in a future video we will go here and check out the public market and those kind of things. They have a nice plaza, an old church as we saw last time we passed through here. Since they don't have any Jollibee here in town, they have a mobile Jollibee here to the right. That Jollibee truck is going around to small towns, places where they don't have any Jollibee, and people are excited to see them. As I said before, it is a very well kept and uniform town you're driving through. Here we can see they are fixing the fence we saw when we drove the other way. Someone seemed to have drove into it and broke one of the pillars there. It's a very nice afternoon. Almost no clouds here, so it's really hard to be driving. Here we have some rice out for drying, as we have seen many times doing the latest videos. Very little traffic at this time on the afternoon. I think it's around 3 or something. 3:30. Sign saying something about fiesta here in Tigbauan. We have some construction work going on here. Let's do the sneaky here. Protests from my backseat driver as usual. She doesn't like the sneaky. And of course my battery died just when we were in that queue over there, so I had to stop and change it. So this is just the end of the road work. You never know where this truck is going to go, so I have to be careful here. It seems like he's going straight ahead, so I can pass him on the right here. The big C you see here on the sign to the right is Shooks to Go. That is a grilled chicken place. They have some fried chicken too, I think. I like the sweet variant of their grilled chicken. You just pick it up and eat it at home. Highly recommended. And it is a chain. It is available most over the Philippines, so it's not just that one. We have seen that sign many times in the videos. I haven't just talked about it. Here to the right they sell dried fish. One of those places is the go-to place according to my backseat driver. They have really good dried fish there. This dried fish usually creates a rift in the relationship between Filipino and foreigner, since the foreigner don't like the smell of the fish, especially when it's cooked. It is quite strong. The taste, I say, isn't that bad. It can be too salty, but some of it isn't too salty. It's quite okay to eat, but I agree that the smell isn't most yummy one. I've heard many expats say that now dried fish cooking is allowed in the house. If they have to cook it, it has to be outside or preferably not at all. I don't really care, as long as she opens a window at least. I've mentioned these e-bikes before. They're quite popular here, especially in the smaller towns and stuff like that. It's easy to move around and do your grocery shopping and stuff. You don't need insurance and you don't need any driver's license. Although they are quite slow, so they might be an annoyance in the traffic. Here we have the Amnesia Resort again. I mentioned it when we were driving the other way. I think I need to go there someday to see if it is as fun as I think the name is. And if they have that strong alcoholic drinks that I have amnesia when I'm leaving. What's going on here? Just blocking the whole street? I think he was going to open a gate or something. As I said, we're going the other way, here to the right, towards the beach. It seems to be building some kind of resorts and stuff there. So I guess we will see in the coming year what will emerge there. Here to the left we have another shooks to go, as we talked about earlier. Tigbauan capital Oton, here to the left. We also mentioned that when we were going the other way, but there might be viewers who didn't watch that one, so there it is, people. So, since it's named Oton, that means we are in Oton now. So, welcome to Oton. Nice church to the left there. So, time to take a left here to go up to towards Savannah Subdivision. If you continue straight, sooner or later you will end up in Iloilo city proper. You could also continue a bit further and take a left up on the circumferential road and go in through the Vista Mall entrance, but this is actually a bit closer for us. So once again we can see that Iloilo is really flat, but that doesn't mean that the island of Panay is flat. There is quite the mountains along especially the west coast and up north. So in this video we saw some of it. We will later go through more of the mountain passes, because I like driving in the mountains. It's cooler and the views are usually really nice. We really were lucky with the weather during this trip to and from the mountain. It looked dark some times when we were getting close to the mountains, but it really turned out to be a beautiful day for do some driving. just chilling on the truck bed there. Oh, you're gonna turn. Where's your turn signal, buddy? And we are back to the ongoing bridge renovation here that has been going on since we got here, and nothing seems to be happening. It just gets worse and worse. Who knows when this is gonna be done? Someone asked me what bike I have. We have a Honda PCX 160. I think I mentioned it in one of the earlier videos. I quite like it. It's fast enough, and it's comfortable enough for me, who is about 6 feet. There are some smaller bikes that feel a little bit cramped when you're driving them, so this is a good fit for me. the Lumina Subdivision. It is our neighbor here in Savannah. It is close to us. We actually, when we go down via the Pepsi entrance, there is Lumina phase 1, I think, to the right. I will mention it when we pass it today. Here we are. To the left you go to San Miguel. Straight forward you go to Santa Barbara. And this way we go to Savannah Subdivision, and further along you come to Manduria. Here we are. Let's take a right here to go into the subdivision area. We've been here many times before. I mentioned a few minutes ago about the Lumina subdivision. You have their phase 1 here to the right. It's coming up here, their entrance, down there with the car turned in. So here to the right is the Lumina entrance for phase 1. And here we're coming down to the Savannah subdivision. This is the orchard entrance. I've said it many times before, this road here really needs a makeover. I hope they do it soon. Here we have our friendly guards. So we're getting close to home. I will end this video now, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Please have a nice day.